Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, good Wednesday morning, everybody. Here we go. Also, May the 1st. And what type of weather would you typically assume the first week of May is going to bring? Warm, humid, breezy, an opportunity of storms, more storms, and, well, maybe even a couple of hits of severe weather. If that's what you said, you're exactly right. Over the next several days, pretty stormy pattern heading into the weekend. And in fact, the opportunity of rain, storms, maybe even some severe weather does begin this evening and tonight. So again, we're going to talk about that now going forward. But again, even for a Wednesday, warm, highs in the mid 80s, breezy, humid. The overall storm probabilities today are generally going to hold off until late this evening and into the overnight. A stray shower, thunderstorm through the afternoon hours can't be ruled out. But again, I think most of us are dry literally until quite a bit later into the evening. We'll time that out again coming up momentarily. But some folks, in fact, even had a little bit of rain overnight. I say a little bit of rain. In fact, some generous rainfall amounts. Some locations picking up nearly 1 inch of rain. All this up along the Red River Valley. A complex of storms moved out of Oklahoma. Luckily for us, it wasn't severe in North Texas, but up in Oklahoma, that same complex of storms was severe and in fact had several tornado warnings with it. Like I mentioned, we just got the rain, again, luckily here in North Texas. So looking around the region, again, at least so far today, again, we're quiet in North Texas. We continue to watch some activity kind of skirting the Red River Valley. Most of that generally remains up in Oklahoma, and that activity is moving off to the east. So an outside opportunity of a shower or a thunderstorm, again, along our Red River Valley, again, as we go through the middle part of the afternoon. But truly what I'm going to be watching, it's this little black line over my shoulder. It's the dry line. And of course, that's what separates the warm, moist, unstable air from the bone-dry desert air. So that little boundary, that's going to get closer to North Texas as we go through the day. And it is going to be the focus. It is going to be the trigger of storms late this afternoon out in the big country. And those storms will come racing east as we go through the evening into the overnight. And again, that is going to be our near 100% opportunity of rain and storms, again, through the overnight. So again, more on that coming up. But just kind of looking at the overall pattern, we've got a lot of weather pieces of the puzzle. Number one, we continue to watch the storm trough off to our northwest. That's eventually going to send a cold front. In fact, the cold front's going to begin to arrive tonight into tomorrow, Thursday, and it's going to stall out. It's just going to kind of waffle through the area. And we've got a piece of energy sitting out here in the Pacific West. This is going to send a little lobe of energy as we go through the day out into the area. It's going to be the focus, again, along with the dry line to get rain and storms to go. You can see that right there. But then there's one more piece of energy, in fact, really almost the main trough. That's going to begin to come out for the weekend. And with that cold front basically washed out and waffling through the area, both Saturday and Sunday could be unsettled with opportunities of rain and storms, again, heading into the weekend. So severe weather in the forecast, rain in the forecast, heavier rain in the forecast. Again, all things we really need to stay plugged into, obviously, like I mentioned, heading into the weekend. But okay, talking about today, the opportunity of severe weather. Keep in mind, this is mainly this evening and into the overnight. There's a more likely opportunity out in the big country, our far western counties. That's where the line of storms will initially form. There's a very low wind opportunity of a tornado warning in North Texas. It may be a little more probable, again, earlier in the evening out in the big country. But again, regardless, we'll track that. Obviously, that being the tornado zone. And the opportunity of large damaging hail, also a little more likely out across parts of the big country. But again, quarters to maybe even $half size hail, not impossible. Again, locally here in North Texas, winds up to 65 miles per hour overnight as well. So 10, 11 p.m., here comes the line of storms coming in from the west. And again, by about midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, that activity is going to be moving through the Metroplex. Could still be a few showers around first thing tomorrow morning for the morning commute. And then as we go through tomorrow, Thursday, still a couple isolated thunderstorms around. So even through the afternoon hours, looking a little unsettled as well. But over the next several days, you can see severe weather is going to be in the forecast almost each and every day. So again, lower to mid 80s today, warm, humid, breezy. Again, if you are making any kind of evening plans, we're still going to keep that rain probability low through the evening. Temperature settling there through the 70s, generally 60s overnight. And again, we'll do more 80s tomorrow, lower to mid 80s across the area. And again, there it is, that likely opportunity of rain and storms overnight tonight with probabilities into the weekend.